Well, from my last few projects I thought I'd better do a catch-up video. Right, remember the buzzing toilet? Well, I did it and it worked, then it didn't work. So I thought, oh, I'll bite the bullet and go to the shop and get a new one, right? I'll just show you. I'll just show you. Oh, I don't know. I can't get this off now. I'm one-handed. Should have organised it, shouldn't I? Anyway, I went to the shop and they're out of stock. So the old one's upstairs. So remember how I took it to bits and ground it up? I thought I'll turn it round. Right? So remember, this is the third time I've done it. So I turned it round and it's just a rubber washer and it's double-sided. It went in alright, not a problem. Tried it, worked, everything alright. Got an overflow look. Anyway, I came down in the morning and the floor was sodden. This is a week or two ago. They can go down now. Now, these carpet tiles, they're like a sponge and they take a long while drying. So these can go down again now. Anyway, what happened was the level was different. Remember the old one, it was different to this, wasn't it? Right? And the overflow worked, but that was slightly loose. And it was just dripping, about one drip every 3 seconds, but it'd been doing it overnight, hadn't it? So, finally, I went back to the shop and we got the proper one and it worked properly. So, alright, it was my fault for not checking it properly. I'll put my hand up to that. I should have checked that it stopped. Well, I checked it stopped, I just didn't check the level. So that was my fault, but another job I've had to do 5 times. So that's done at last, and as I say, I can put my carpet tiles back now. It's all dried out, but you know, that's what we seem to get here. Now, on to my engine. Right, I won't show you it running, but anyway, I took it to show Roy. Now, can you remember what I said about the other one? Got my engine perfect, took it to show him, didn't start because the flywheel key had sheared. So I took this to show him. It did work and he saw it running. It was coldish day, a few days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. It was coldish day and it did work and he saw it running, but it didn't run very well. Now, I know that insulation would have been a problem and Jonathan said so as well. He knew all about this. I was more worried about my plug that I've made, to be honest, breaking down, but it runs very cool. It's got to run rich because of what I've done to it. Anyway, I brought it home and took the cover off and I've had a look and that was close. Now this wire there is not actually proper plug wire. It's perfectly alright, but I could have done with it an inch longer to come to there. So that was a bit close to there. So I took it off and started up outside and had a look at it. This is yesterday. And sure enough, it was arcing across there and cutting it out. That's what was stopping it. So today I've taken it off and taped it all up and tried again, and it does work. Now it don't work very well, and I think I've had a problem as well. Of all things, got the serial number and everything. I've had a blimey problem to find out what it is. Anyway, I hope I've got the right one. It's only £2.50, 60, something like that. Can you remember when I did the carb that the diaphragm wasn't very good? Well, I've ordered a new one. It'll be a lot thinner, but I think that's a bit of the problem. Now, because it's leaking fuel out the cap, you know that, I've deliberately not filled it up again. It still leaks a bit if you tip it up, but you know. So, I think a lot of it is the diaphragm, but it does have to run rich, which isn't a problem. But the good news is, and there is some good news, that the insulation on that auxiliary plug I made appears to work. So that's the good news. As I say, I ran it today and it did run, but it has to run rich. It needs a bit of choke to run, you know, most of the time, but that doesn't matter. It's a coolish day. Right, so there's an update on the engine for you. So the last bit of catching up, I was thinking of my stone carving, but not too sure of that. Anyway, after I'd done it, I thought of something else that might work. Now, I'm holding my camera in one hand, so you'll have to excuse this. Now, I'm absolutely no artist. Trust me. I'm no artist. But one picture I learnt to draw was like a line of hills, like that, if you can see, with a river coming down. Again, you're going to have to excuse this. We have a river coming down like that. Something, as I say, I'm just doing this ever so quickly. And a road that comes from the hill like that. So we have a road, and over the river there is a humpback bridge which goes something like this. And as I say, I'm doing it very quickly and it's miles out of proportion, and you know, but it goes something like this. There'll be an arch there, and that bit comes like that, sort of like that. As I say, I'm just doing this very quickly. I haven't practiced or anything. And then the other side, remember that's the road, which should of course come to here, shouldn't it? So that needs to come to there. And then the other side, and it's partly hidden, it comes like that, and we have a humpback bridge over there, like that, and there is an arch a bit there, isn't there, like that, and then the road continues at the bottom like that. And this of course can be brickwork, which, as I say, I'm doing this very, very quickly just to give you an idea. Right, same there, more brickwork on this side. Pencil and draw. Now it draws too much, but you get the sort of idea, right? That's the sort of idea. Hopefully we can do it slightly better. And then on this hillside we can have some bits of grass or flowers, you know, weeds, something like that, all over here. Right, maybe a cloud in the sky. Can we draw a cloud? No, can't draw a cloud very well. Anyway, just to give you a basic idea. So I thought, well, I've cut a piece of perspex, that piece, and just today, just to try something, I thought, well, if I use, because this cuts plastic nicely, if I use my Dremel and cut a groove in there like that and do the flowers or weeds, whatever they are, all over, and then try and do the bridge and the river and some bits in the middle, well then spray it black. And I just tried this today very quickly just for an experiment. If I spray it black and then get some steel wool and take the black off the top, we'd be left with an imprint. So can you see a little bit of the hill and some flowers, right? Now, look, as I said, I'm no artist, right? Definitely, absolutely, I'm not an artist. But that just might work. So, like I said, it's a long while till spring. I need something to do. Been cold for a week, so what do you think? Is that worth a shot? It just might be. Right, we'll leave it at that. And as I said before, I'm no artist. However, if you want my masterpiece, I'll sign it for you. There you are. If you want me signed masterpiece, you can send for it. Right. We'll see what happens in a few days.